Hi folks, okay, here we are with another installment of the Hanton City Trail adventure. Continuing down the northeast slope of the big hill. There's another puddle, mud puddle. Looks like that might be a buried tire there in the woods. Huh, might even be a slight trail that goes down there, but not much of one. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. When I calculated by doing a rough estimate on the map, it looked like the whole Hanton City Trail wasn't more than a mile and a half long. Oh my god, there's a deer in those woods. Here goes a deer. I saw his white tail. His or her white tail. First I thought it was a person running, but then I was like, no, it's a deer. I don't know if you saw it. That was so cool. Plenty of room in these woods for deer and coyotes to live. Watch out for the coyotes, deer. Heard them last time. And this being the more rocky, inaccessible side of the trail, probably less people drive up here, so deer maybe hang out more on this side. That van we saw, I think, was at pretty much the furthest point that's easily accessible by vehicle, because even with four wheels, I mean, some of these areas are extremely treacherous. Look at this. What kind of, you're going to have an awfully big tire radius to be able to get over areas like that, and this monster truck could do it. Those aren't that common. Piece of a tire right there. What's this? Someone discarded something here, an old TV. Boy, what a distance to come out in the middle of nowhere just to discard your trash. Old picture tube TV. I don't know what that rusty thing is. Maybe part of the inside of the TV, possibly. And there's the other end of the TV. It's black. Starting to hear traffic. I wonder if we're approaching the other end. It's possible the things I wanted to show you aren't here anymore. I'll just go ahead and tell you what they were in case we don't see them, and if we do, well, you'll know ahead of time. When I came here before, there were not one but two rusty abandoned cars on the side of the road here, and not just like they had been abandoned, like they had been set on fire, because there wasn't anything left but the metal shell, clearly charred and whatnot. And I mean, I was amazed. I had never seen anything like that. Not one but two. And one has to wonder why someone would go to all the trouble to take a car way up here, drive it all the way out in an area like this, just to set it on fire and abandon it. Now, I mean, it's possible, of course, it could have been people just for the fun of it. They had old pieces of junk cars that they were going to get rid of anyway that weren't worth anything, and just purely for the pyro. What's the name of a person who likes fire? Purely for the pyromaniac thrill, brought them up here and figuring because they couldn't do it in their yard because they get in trouble. But darker theory, if they were cars that had been either stolen for, you know, selling parts from, or from stealing from inside of, or God forbid crimes were committed inside the cars, or perhaps even with the people they stole the car from, you know, you could conceivably want to take a car like that out in the middle of nowhere and set it on fire so that it would destroy the evidence and no one would realize you were setting it on fire, and no one would find it probably either for a while. Now wait, what's this? I think this might go to the gas lines. Or do the gas lines intersect over here? That I'm not 100% sure on, but that looks so wide. I'm almost sure that's the gas lines. Unless it continues, that's really confusing. I mean, I continue down that way. I'll have to figure that out at some point. Anyway, continue on down. I'm really hopeful that those cars are still there, but I'm just not absolutely sure where they were. But the fact that I keep hearing, the further we get down this hill, the more I keep hearing cars on the road, or from the sound of it, perhaps highway up there, the less sure I am that the abandoned, burnt out cars are still here. But we'll see. Okay, no, that's where the gas line, right next to us, that's where it goes. So you can see the pole again. Wow, this water is really, really muddy. That's some seriously muddy, dirty water. I heard something in the woods over there. Don't know what it was. It was loud though. Sounded like something hitting against something. Maybe it's nothing. Giant, 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 giant stone. Wait a minute, what is this? These look sharp-edged, like they were cut. Could this be another remnant of Hanton City? Did they have the technology to do this to stones back then? Perhaps. But these are extremely... Oh, wait a minute. Guys, we're at the end of the trail. Yeah, we're at the end of the trail. I see a ladder over there. And through the trees, I think I see either a building. These are probably discarded blocks of stone. Yeah, I guess someone moved. As hard as it may be to believe, must have gone to the trouble of moving those rusty old cars. I'm kind of sad because that was going to be the best part of this whole video series, but oh well. Trust me, they were there though. As recently as 2010, perhaps more recent than that, but that's the last time I was here. Someone's yard over there. I may as well go the rest of the way down the trail just to... Nice houses over there. I may as well go the rest of the way down the trail just so you can see where it comes out. Some trash. That's why that TV was there, because it wasn't that far from the other entrance. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where it was that my car bottomed out, but I think it might have been, I bet my money's on. Remember I told you I brought my in the other video, I told you I brought my old Grand Am up here years ago. I bet you I tried driving it over this, because that would definitely bottom out dent an oil pan. Might even have been one of these smaller ones like this. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend driving in from this end. I learned my lesson. Every time I would take that car to the oil change place, they'd be like, do you know you have a huge dent in your oil pan? I'd be like, yeah, I know. Never got it fixed though. It never leaked. It still worked. Tree fell over. Yeah, this is, I believe it's called West Reservoir Road. Look, remnants of pavement again. No, I'm not going to go out there, but that's West Reservoir Road, I believe. So, now I'm going to go back. Now, my original thinking was that I would just, once I reach the end, go back the same way I came, and then if I had time, go down one of the side trails to show you some of that. But, I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to go back by the gas line, just for variety, so I can keep filming the whole time. My concern, if I had more time and day, as you can see, the sun's getting low in the sky. Let me see what time it is. It's already 5:53, and it's taken me, God, I think it's taken me over an hour since I left my car. So, of course, granted, I'd made those stops to check out the Hanton City structures and stuff, but even so, the sun's supposed to set. Wait, what time did it say it was? 5:53? I think the sun's setting at 6:37. Let me check that out and make sure. Yeah, the sun's setting at 6:37, and it's taking me over an hour to get here. And it's 5:53, Jesus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head straight back. I don't really want to be out here after dark. I mean, I'm sure even after dark it would be enough daylight for me. I mean, not daylight, but, you know, starlight, moonlight, whatever, to see how to get down this path. I mean, God knows it's wide enough. But still not crazy about the idea of being here after dark. So I better start heading back. I think by some, if by some miracle, once I get to the end, there is time, I'll go down a short path near that end, but in all likelihood, this is just going to be a return trip thing based on the time. The length of time it's taken me to get to this point. I think what I'll do for variety, so I can keep filming, making videos, we'll just go the different route, the alternate parallel route, which is by the gas line. If I remember, when we were up here, whoa, I just scraped my leg on a stick. Just realized this video is getting towards the end. Well, you know what, I'm going to end this video and start it again in a minute when I get to the first little short road that goes down to the gas line. Alright, that rocked. Subscribe. My face.